You definitely learn these phrases from your Japanese textbooks. 私はアメリカ人です。日本語を勉強しています。But if you say them to native Japanese people, you might push them away, especially in casual conversations. And that's the part that concerns me. There are too many Japanese learners who only know these robotic-ass phrases, and they're out here using them with friends, even on dates, not realizing how robotic and weird it sounds. So in this video, I'm gonna fix 5 of those textbook phrases and show you how to sound like an actual human being in casual conversations, because that's only where real connections happen. Not in the classroom, not in a JLPT test, but in real life, when you're just trying to talk to someone and vibe. So if you care about making friends, connecting with real Japanese people, this video is for you. Alright, first, let's start with the king of textbook Japanese, which is 私はアメリカ人です。私はアメリカ人です。Nobody says that kind of phrase, bro. I've seen too many foreigners and Japanese learners saying this phrase when they are trying to introduce themselves. I'm sorry for the broken Japanese teaching system, or even some creators are still teaching this. Anyways, let's fix this sentence and make it human-like, alive sentence. The first way to say it is アメリカ人だよ。アメリカ人だよ。アメリカ人だよ。It's so much easier, it's shorter. You don't even have to say 私は or use particles in the sentence. Just say アメリカ人 and add だよ, which is a casual speech pattern that you have to know, but textbooks don't really teach. だよ is the kind of speech pattern that you can use when you're giving a new information. And it makes a sentence feel alive and sound like you're telling this to another person, not just stating a fact. Another way to say this is アメリカ出身アメリカ出身アメリカ出身出身 is from, so yeah, you can just say アメリカ出身アメリカ出身 and you can also add だよ to the sentence. アメリカ出身だよアメリカ出身だよアメリカ出身だよ It's so simple, right? Like, you don't even have to say this full robotic ass sentence when you just casually meet new people. This is how it sounds when you say this full sentence.
Your personal healthcare companion. I am a robot.
Now you just unlock new way to talk about where you are from. Alright, let's move on to another textbook robotic ass phrase. This one also sounds stiff as fuck, which is 日本語を勉強しています。日本語を勉強しています。I can't even say the sentence without laughing. And yeah, this one pushed people away for sure. Like, this one's really robotic. It just sounds like a school report. So I'm gonna teach you the real way. 今、日本語勉強中。今、日本語勉強中。And again, you don't even need particles here. Yeah, there is no particle, right? 日本語勉強中。中 means in the middle. In the middle. So you're in the middle of studying Japanese, learning Japanese. 日本語勉強中. And if you want to take this to the next level and make the sentence feel more alive, and again, you just have to add speech pattern, which is だよ。今日本語勉強中だよ。今日本語勉強中だよ。And you already know the meaning of だよ, and by adding だよ to the sentence, it adds soft tone and makes it less robotic and statement-like. In Japanese conversation, these speech patterns are so essential, and that's exactly what I teach inside my community. I help you learn real casual Japanese that will let you connect with Japanese people on a human level. Unlike textbooks or other creators, I only teach you the real stuff, the language I actually use every single day. I break down this kind of stuff on a deeper level. So if you care about sounding like a human, connecting with people, click the link in the description to see all the details. Anyways, let's get back to fixing textbook bullshit. Or the next phrase is something you say all the time. So we gotta fix it and make it sound human-like. お名前は何ですか？お名前は何ですか？お名前は何ですか？ This one is too formal, even in polite situations. So you already can imagine how it's gonna sound like when you say this to Japanese people in casual settings, right? So let's fix this and make it sound like a human. 名前なんていうの？名前なんていうの？名前なんていうの？ You see how often we drop particles? And that's what makes your Japanese sound supernatural, like a native. 名前なんていうの？名前なんていうの？ Another way to say it is 名前は名前は名前は名前は Or you don't even have to say these phrases. You can just say your name to them first. And in most cases, they will just say their name back to you. That's how real conversation flows. So, real quick, let me teach you the most natural and the smoothest way to introduce your name to Japanese people. And if you don't know me, my name is Rin, by the way, so I just say Rinだよ. Rinだよ. Or Rin って言うよ. Rin って言うよ. Rin って言うよ. Rin って言うよ. Or sometimes I just say Rin. 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 So yeah, it's so simple. You don't need to say 私の名前は like textbook. And again, it just makes you sound like a robot. So when you casually meet someone like a izakaya, nightclub, bar, never say bro. Never say it. Like never ever say 私の名前は when you casually meet new people. Just triggers Japanese people's brains to think, am I in like a business meeting or am I in a classroom? That's only where we hear these phrases. It just makes us less relaxed, less chill. And there's a video where I talk about it in depth. So if you haven't watched it or still don't understand the importance of learning casual Japanese, you gotta go check it out after this one. Alright, let's move on to the next phrase, which is 私の趣味は旅行です。私の趣味は旅行です。Again, don't say this, please. It just means my hobby is traveling. And again, there is another watashi. It just sounds like self-introduction speech, not a conversation. Alright, let's fix this in a way that sounds human and something that you can say in a conversation. Yeah, you can just say 旅行好き. 旅行, traveling, and 好き, like. That's it. 旅行好き. 旅行好き. And again, we don't say watashi here. We never say watashi in casual conversations. If you say watashi to your friends, they probably laugh. If you're female, it makes more sense to use watashi. But if you're a man, I don't recommend you saying watashi. I never said it in the experience of living in Japan for 21 years. Even on a like call, 私は大丈夫です。私大丈夫ですよ。Maybe, but it's kind of like acting. You know what I mean? When I say watashi, it's like I'm acting like someone who's in the society as a adult, like as an individual. Again, we don't need to say watashi or 趣味 here. We can just say 旅行好き, 旅行好き. And you can add little speech pattern at the end. 旅行好きなんだよね。旅行好きなんだよね。And なんだよね is also perfect speech pattern when you want to give a new information to someone. 旅行好きなんだよね。旅行好きなんだよね。And this なんだよね leaves a space for someone, the person who you're talking to, respond to what you are saying. And this way the conversation flows a lot more natural, like 旅行好きなんだよね。And the person goes, へえ、旅行好きなんだ。どこ行ったことあるの？旅行好き is still way better than this. 私の趣味は旅行です。But it still sounds like a statement. So, add なんだよね at the end. Alright, let's move on to the last one. 一緒に映画を見ませんか？一緒に映画を見ませんか？ Maybe it sounds respectful, but also sounds too awkward in casual or social settings. Let's say you have a crush, Japanese crush, and you wanna invite the person to go see a movie with you, and you say this, 一緒に映画を見ませんか? The person would either laugh or get turned off. Because this is too robotic as hell. Because this is the kind of phrase you see on Google Translate. So let's fix this real quick. So you're gonna succeed in inviting someone, whether it's on a date or just hanging out. 映画行かない? 映画行かない? Again, there is no particle here. 映画行かない? Isn't it way easier to say this way rather than saying 一緒に映画を見ませんか? If you can invite someone to go watch a movie with you like this, you're almost like a native Japanese speaker. Like you sound natural. It makes a huge difference. And if you want to be more tactical when you invite your crush, try saying it this way. 一緒に映画見ない? 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 The great part about this phrase is it is a double meaning phrase. It could mean wanna go to the movies or wanna come over and watch something. Or it can just mean, yo, let's hang out and watch a movie. No pressure. It's just a chill vibe. And here's the best part. Even if they misunderstand what you meant, you still win. If they think you meant Netflix and chill and they're into it, great. Or if they just think you meant movie theater, cool. Just go watch a movie and hang out, build connections. Either way, you win. Alright, this is not like flirting, dating lesson, but yeah, this phrase is easy to say, really simple, but opens up so many possibilities. So if you ever get a crush, go on a date, try to say this. Let me know what happened in the Instagram DM. Alright, that's it. We just fixed 5 robotic ass phrases from textbooks. And if you're still learning Japanese from textbooks and you sound robotic, it's not your fault. The system is actually broken. Start learning casual Japanese because that's where real connections happen. It's impossible to build a real connection with Japanese people when you keep speaking textbook phrases and the polite Japanese. But since you're watching my channel, I already know that you are the kind of learner who's gonna actually connect with real Japanese people on a human level once you come to Japan or if you're already in Japan. And if you actually care about making friends, connecting with people, sounding like a human, and mastering how to speak casually like a Japanese native, I break down this kind of stuff every single week inside my community. Only real phrases, shadowing, and all the things that help you connect with Japanese people like actual human. It's only $9 a month right now, but there's literally only a few spots left at this price. And I don't really know if there will be any spots left by the time when I post this video, but if it's still $9, now is the best time to join because the price never comes back to $9. If you want to make real friends and connect with Japanese people, the link is in the description. Hey, if you don't still understand why learning casual language matters a lot, watch this video where I explain why learning polite Japanese, speaking polite Japanese can push people away. And it will change how you see the entire system and how you approach Japanese language learning.